was fun. Problem solved. Map. They don't love you like I love you, man. Okay, wear his stuff. I'm obviously gonna wear his stuff. Oh, it's beautiful. He keeps putting points into one-handed weapons. Never uses one-handed weapons. I just realized you are absolutely correct. You are not wrong. There's a chest in that room. Yo, there's a chest in every room. If you put your hands down, you can rotate the camera. Oh, hell yeah! I love it. Wait, I don't want to be in here. Tomo Forge is in this for the long haul. Tomo is not for the pop charts, so where should a feline like him start expressing himself? My boys will show you how. Yo, Dre, drop English right about now. Excuse me, I'd like to go up here. I mean, obviously it's not that way, so... You're one funny cat like Kevin Spacey? That movie looks very bad. That's my assessment. Do you not need the boxing gloves on? I mean, I could use them, but I could also be a jester. But you're probably right. Gloves of the Pugilist are sensible. Dawnstar is the capital of the Pale, is known for its rich something. Beautiful. Go back to Cicero, get the chest. I'm gonna be honest with you. I could not care less about loot. I'm just gonna punch people in the head. For now, at least. Fast travel? Don't make me fight the dragon. Let me fast travel, though. Oh, we can't fast travel when there's enemies nearby. Do you think Nick would like the Kevin Spacey cat movie? I don't understand Nick's movie taste. And don't take this as being like, I'm insulting him. But he's like... You know, Captain America Civil War, people were like, maybe the best Marvel movie ever. And he's like, nah, dog, I hated it. Then you're like, Tower Heist, a middling Brett Ratner of Rush Hour fame, vehicle for Ben Stiller in his late career nadir. And then he's like, you know what? I'm for it. I just don't understand what his priorities are in a cinematic sense. No, not Secret Life of Pets. It's called Kevin Spacey Cat Movie. Help. Help. Stamina's real low up here. I need a hot drink. It's a Monster Hunter reference. Dragon still on me? Yep. Nick refuses to watch The Departed? Is that true? See, that makes no sense to me. The Departed is a very enjoyable film. I googled it. The Kevin Spacey movie is called 9 Lives. It's actually called Kevin Spacey Cat Movie. In Slovenia, that's its name. To be fair, Ryan, you refuse to watch Shawshank. Well, maybe Nick's doing the same thing that I'm doing, where I'm like, I haven't really had an opportunity to watch the Shawshank Redemption, so I'm mostly just kind of trolling Michael A. Fox. Maybe he's trolling Chad, who's telling him to watch The Departed. It's possible. I've watched The Departed twice, but I don't remember anything about it. The Departed is a good film. Don't stop till you're numb. What's the capital of Slovenia? Ljubljana. As the French say, mise en scène.
And for that you have my thanks. But what of the fool? Is Cicero dead?
Yes.
Excellent. Once again, you've proven yourself a born assassin. Tell you what, why don't you hold on to Shadowmere?
I think Nick likes the Wayans brothers. It wouldn't surprise me if Nick was like, you know, Scary Movie's pretty good as far as franchises go.
This Cicero mess has been mopped up. We can get back to the matter at hand.
Back to the lecture at hand. Perfection is perfected, so I'll let him understand it from a young G's perspective. And before I get with the girl, you gotta grab the contraceptive. You never know, she could be earning her man and learning her man, and at the same time burning her man.
It's become quite a phenomenon. The gourmet is scheduled to cook for the Emperor at a special dinner. You'll kill him, steal his writ of passage, and assume the role of Master Chef.
Okay.
Festus
Actually, his name's Master Chief, but sure.
Part of the assassination plan.
Do you think Nick likes the Addams Family movies? I wouldn't be surprised if you asked him to write a top 10 list of movies he ever saw. Number 9 would be like some Ingrid Bergman film, The Girls of Wild Strawberries or something like that. Number 10 would be like, gotta give it to Addams Family Values.
This sanctuary has been my entire life since I was a young woman. That's when I first discovered my, shall we call it, aptitude for elimination. I had an uncle, you see. He made certain unwanted advances. So I killed him, and liked it. Then I killed again, and liked it even more. And so on. I was recruited by the Dark Brotherhood, and have been here ever since. I met my husband, Arnbjorn, rose to leadership. And now, here we are.
Cool, whatever. NL, do you like Tarantino films, by and large? I don't think I've seen a Quentin Tarantino film I didn't like. My least favorite of the ones that I've seen. I've never seen Jackie Brown, but my least favorite is probably Kill Bill Volume 2. But I liked all the other ones a lot. All right, Tyrannosaurus Rex, hook me up.
There you are. Took your sweet time dealing with Cicero, eh? Now let's get down to business. Astrid told you about the gourmet, I hope. Quite so. But first, you'll need to learn who he is. Assuming, of course, that the gourmet actually is a he. Could be a woman, for all we know.
A woman? A woman chef? No. Not in Skyrim.
Oh, indeed I do. Indeed I do.
Where would you rank Pulp Fiction among his movies? I would put it at number 1. Reservoir Dogs just below that.
It's a copy of the gourmet.
Then probably Inglourious Bastards.
But not just any copy. It's signed, you see. Seems to be a
But they're all like 9s or 10s. Those 3 at least.
I've tracked Varan to the keep in Markarth. It would seem he's the cook. I believe so. Therefore, you are to obtain that information from Varan. Who the gourmet really is and where he can be found.
Do you like the Coen brothers? I do like the Coen brothers. Blood Simple, Big Lebowski.
Loose ends and all that. Next.
No Country for Old Men.
Are you still paying attention?
I'm for him. Oh, Burn After Reading? You think that's a schwinn? Classic. And now you have a high schooler's taste in films. It's a very high schooler attitude to judge someone for their taste in films, except when you do it to Nick.
As I was saying, you'll need to kill the gourmet, of course. But what's more, you'll need to get his writ of passage, so you could take his place. Oh, and if you can, hide his body.
Thank you for the resubscription.
The longer it takes for anyone else to determine his real identity, the better. Now off with you.
Wish this spider would fuck right off. Oh, he's still here! It made my skin crawl a little bit. I'm saying those are like the 3 most high schooler Quentin Tarantino films.
Brother.
I mean, Inglourious Bastards came out when I was like 22, so I have a mathematical and arithmetic-based issue with your complaints. In fact, you know, those movies are rated R. They shouldn't be watched by children in high school to begin with, you know? Nobody would forsake the sanctity of the MPAA, Motion Picture Association of America rating system that's legally binding, would they? What's your favorite lunch meat? Why is it roast beef? I'm a smoked meat man. You know, any Italian cured or smoked meat, I'm for it. Alright, we gotta find the gourmand. What are the adult Tarantino films? I mean, I think that the people who really like Jackie Brown have like a chip on their shoulder. Is that the correct situation? People are like, Jackie Brown always gets like ignored by people who love Pulp Fiction, and then you gotta be like mad about it. I think Kill Bill Volume 1 is the most high school of all the Quentin Tarantino films. It's a lady who is in a revenge plot and murders like 1,000 people, including Charlie's Angels' Lucy Liu with her sword. You know, that strikes me as a little high schoolish, but it's still a good film. Volume 1 especially. Perfect Crime. As long as you jump, they can't stop you. Would you rather watch Biodome or Pixels? Like, Biodome is really bad, and I haven't seen Pixels, so even though Pixels looks and apparently is horrible, I think that I gotta go with Pixels for the novelty factor, at least. How do you get out of here? Alright, not like that. I really thought the water would break my fall. Reservoir Dogs is better than Pulp Fiction, in my opinion. Yo, but it's like saying, you know, I think Slanted and Enchanted is better than Crooked Rain, Crooked Rain. Like, you can say it, but you got to acknowledge that they're both, you know, in the upper echelon.
Calcimo is the Jarl's magical advisor, but he spends most of his time studying the ruins. If you want in, Calcimo has to give his say-so. He's usually in front of Nishuan Cell, just down the tunnel.
Nishuan Zell? Why don't you just call a town like fucking Villageton? How about I come here and I go inside of your building, whether you want me to or not. What's your favorite horror movie? That's a great question. I'm trying to think. Like, my favorite scary movie is probably Aliens. But Aliens is much more of an action movie.
By order of the yard, stop right there.
You're not taking me back. Wowie Zowie is better than Slanted and Enchanted and Crooked Rain, Crooked Rain. Look, like, you're hitting second order level of hipsters now. You're doing like a double integral on an original person to become a second order hipster. Snack Styles, thank you very much for the subscription. I mean, Wowie Zowie's got some dope stuff. Don't even get me started on, like, you know, Father to a Sister of a Thought. You know, Rattled by the Rush. These are great songs. But Slanted and Enchanted and Crooked Rain are both seminal pieces, you know, in the genre. I'm really not sure where I'm supposed to go here. Moon in Antarctica or Lonesome Crowded West? Probably got to go with Moon in Antarctica, even though it's a little bit more accessible and thus lowers my street cred a little bit. Ooh, baby! It Follows is my favorite recent horror movie. You know, I was going to name that as well. I was a big fan of It Follows. I know some people, you know, dislike the fact that it ends on sort of a cliffhanger. Doesn't really answer questions about, like, what's happening in the movie, but I like it. Stephen Malkmus and the Jicks are better than Pavement. This is actually ridiculous. I have nothing but respect for Stephen Malkmus, and I like a lot of his post-Pavement efforts, but better than Pavement is a little out of control. 30 Days of Night or 28 Days Later? Definitely 28 Days Later. 28 Days Christian Slater. It Swallows is my favorite horror movie? That is hilarious. And disgusting. Okay, we gotta pull out the map here for a second. Cabin in the Woods. Cabin in the Woods also was very good. Can't hit what you can't see.
Somebody help.
Yeah, you better get some help. Hitch or iRobot? You know, I actually watched iRobot, or at least like the last half of it for the first time ever, like a week ago. Like 2 days ago, actually. Excuse me. I know who you are, Anton, and where you're from. Hey, well, I was having a conversation there. Cabin in the Woods was an Undertale for a while. Yeah, I can see that. I could see people being like, it's the most inventive thing ever. You got to see Cabin in the Woods. NL, pay the gold. Well, I can't pay the gold because they're like super on to me now. I guess I just have to murder all of them? That was incredibly satisfying. Sega! Let me sheathe my sword so I can take out my sword. Sheathe your hands.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
You caught me. I'll pay off my bounty.
Man, now come along with us.
No, no, no!
Take any stolen goods and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine.
I'm not going to jail. I enjoyed the Babadook, but people hyped it up as the scariest thing ever. I haven't seen the Babadook yet, but I heard it's a revelation. I haven't seen The Witch yet, but I heard it's awesome. Oh yeah, by the way, when I was talking about iRobot, I was like, that movie's pretty bad, right? I'm not going back to jail, man. The Sixth Sense or The Sixth Day? It's gotta be The Sixth Sense. 2011 thing is not good. 1982 thing is too beautiful for this world. That's true. The 1982 thing might be my favorite horror movie, actually. It's definitely in there. It's in the running. iRobot is real good. Come on. I could see you being like, iRobot's fun. But real good? I don't know how this master plan worked, but...
Yes, for the 100th time. I am a Breton. I was born in High Rock, and then I came here. I am not a Richman. Who are you? What do you
Well, I mean, if you don't want to be outed as a chef, why are you wearing a chef's hat to bed?
The gourmet? Never. I don't know what led you here, but nothing will betray my trust. I'll take the secret of the gourmet's identity to my grave. The Dark Brotherhood? Now, wait a minute. Let's not get hasty. I mean, surely my friend wouldn't want me to endanger my own life, right? Look, his name is Balagor Gronolobe. He's an orc.
Yeah, there's a likely story.
Staying at the Nightgate Inn. That's all I know. Now you'll let me go, right? No. Oh, please, no.
The thing is from 1980 for the record.
I cannot best you.
You got that right.
Help! Someone!
Obviously, you gotta take the hat and the tunic. The perfect crime, yet again. How does he do it? Oh fuck, lad. Oh, that's oh fuck, laid the fuck to rest. Exactly. Greatest escape. Greatest escape. We're amphibious, motherfucker. How can you expect to stop me? Sega! Sega! I doubt this is my last mistake. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Get him built. Oh my god, the arrows! It's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good. You've bested me! I yield! I yield! I did not yield, and I have tricked you. You've been bested by the jest. Wear the chef's hat? It's like a Bethesda game trademark at this point. All Thornforges must wear the chef's hat. The Carmowable. Thank you for the subscription. Tell you what, I'll give you 8 hours to catch up to me. After that, I'm gone. What's your favorite John Woo movie? For real, never seen Hard Boiled. But my favorite John Woo movie that I have seen is not Bulletproof Monk. So, by default, it must be Face Off. People think Face Off is a joke, but Face Off is like ridiculous, but also pretty good. Metal Bosweed, thanks for the subscription. What in the world is this? You don't want any part of this. I'll tell you that much right now. Problem solved? Is he still... Oh, there he goes. After all that, you'll make a fine rug cat. You know what? How about I just run away? Got to admire her persistence, at least. That was the greatest dodge I've ever done. I really thought the river was just gonna drown her. Tomo Forge is just gonna take that shit? Tomo Forge just shouts at people and then runs away with her legs broken. It works. I know we talk about Rush all the time, but what are your second to fifth favorite albums? Number one is obviously Moving Pictures. To be honest with you, outside of Moving Pictures, I mostly just know Rush for the singles. And then I had a roommate in college who played 2112 a lot. But, like, I'm for all of these things. But Moving Pictures is the complete package, man.